So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. It is that familiar feeling again, old foes, fresh hostilities. Ruben Dias gets across to intercept that. Bernardo Silva.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
Diogo Dalot is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Can he latch on to this? A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Some good persistent defending here. Pau Torres does well to stand firm and defend it. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this lad, Pau Kubarsi, is another defender schooled in the art.
There's the hit! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
And we have our very first corner. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Spain!
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Spain penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
So much time and space here. Can he finish? It's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Spain are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Played back in. Pedri. That's a good cross in and a good clearance out. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Cucurella gets into some space. Big header! Defending of the desperate variety. And again! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Couldn't squeeze it through. He could be in here. And he's managed to get free. And the shot! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
A case now of complete control.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Now the ball's gone astray. Rafael Leao. Ruben Neves. Morata. Now it's Morata. And a header! Really well taken goal. Hot knife through butter. They have done it again.
Portugal really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Rafael Leao. And it's Cancelo. And he's had it nicked away. Short changes him with that pass. João Palhinha. Bruno Fernandes. That's the throw. Fernando Torres. David Villa. He can run onto that. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. João Cancelo is sporting a guilty look. Cristiano Ronaldo! And he's steered it beyond the post.
Well, the most exciting sight on a football pitch. He had too much trickery for that defence. Brilliant.
Now that's well seen too. David Villa. Morata. It's Morata! Got out the best in the keeper. Corner number 2 then. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Portugal are looking to go forward now. Great ball if he can get there. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Ruben Neves. He's had it taken off him. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Xavi Alonso. David Villa. And he's picked out the run. And that's a good ball. Diogo Costa deals with it effortlessly. And the shot's on here. Hits one! Sticks it away! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. Shapes to shoot! It's in!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes. And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before and no doubt they'll work it again.
So we have had the first... Mbappe! Oh, glorious! That is a special one! A finish of true class! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
France grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that.
And the finish! And it's a goal! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Spain take the lead. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Aim forwards, and he's picked out the run.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. That's just playing it safe and simple.
That is a great ball. Mbappe! No, poor contact, nothing on the shot.
Well, it was hit with great power, Peter, but sadly not great precision. Look, it's a run defence is dislike, but the timing has to be spot on. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. David Villa. Olise. Laporte spots it and intercepts. Cucurella. He's played him through. Fernando Torres.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can. Okay, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
There will be a throw-in. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Moved on forwards. Kante, who's set up one goal so far. Olise. Pedri. Oh, there's a probing ball. And Mosquera. David Villa. Now it's Morata. Cucurella. That is a brilliant interception. Laporte gets across to intercept that. Very nearly half an hour gone here. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Griezmann. Griezmann puts his foot on the gas. Oh, good take in a good area. Pedri. It's Fernando Torres. Cucurella.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He's got away. Well read, and the danger is averted. Mbappe. And it's Laporte. And it's Fernando Torres. And he's had a hit! Spain with the corner, they're first. France have the chance to go the other way. He's had it taken off him. Well, that's beautifully weighted.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
Cucurella, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Mosquera gets rid without sophistication. Ribéry. Olise. Now it's Griezmann. Now it's Mbappe. Xavi Alonso. And that could set him on his way. And Ribéry! It's in! What remarkable powers of recovery!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
This is quite a battle.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Heads it! In he goes again! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then. Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
Pau Kubasi. And there's the end of the first half. Spain playing their part in a real slugfest here. A glut of goals and nothing to suggest much is going to change. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. Well, you'd have to say it's a game that has very much lived up to the pre-game expectations. Passions running pretty high, rivals going at each other 100 miles an hour. You wonder whether they can keep this up. Quite a half, more of the same please. Score at the interval, 2-2.
Un petit garçon nommé Jonathan et qui porte une casquette bleue attend ses parents au secrétariat du club. Jonathan, casquette bleue. Changement pour la France. Le numéro 2. À sa place, le numéro 3.
Spain get the second half going. Xavi Alonso. David Villa. Olise. Can he get it through? Mosquera kept his eye on it, and he's there. David Villa. And it's Morata. Koundé calmly anticipates. Mbappe chasing after it. Camavinga. Mbappe! Mbappe purring through the gears.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, nicely intercepted. And he welcomes it in. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Cucurella. Fernando Torres. Oh, well played, well played. Oh, great ball. Oh, shooting chance! They've scored! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Spain go into the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang. This is the time you need that pace.
Caught offside that time. Done delicately. Now it's Mbappe.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive? Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Le nombre de spectateurs pour ce match, 71 649.
Morata looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
No, that's been intercepted. Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's Ribéry. That's a nicely measured pass. He's had a shot! Goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less. Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant. That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Ribéry. That's been cut out, well played. Morata. Decent hit! Goal, Spain! And they've got their lead back.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Le numéro 77. Changement.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
Well, I suppose, Peter, in a tight game like this is as good a time as any to make a change.
Spain get themselves into the lead. Cucurella looking to hit the byline here. And that's a superb shot at goal! Quality ball.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And no, that was never going to make it. Oh, that's a key interception. Interesting ball. Can he get away here? It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Threads one in. Yamal. Mbappe is onto it in a flash.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And he was quick to react. Five minutes left on the clock. Pau Torres. Spain close now to seeing this one through to the end.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Longley.
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
And he's managed to get free. Mosquera clears. And they're back on the ball again. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Guti getting this one clear. And that is that. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. So Jim, how do you reflect? Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. And we're underway. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Yeah, time after time. Owen! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Hernandez tries to clear. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Plymouth are looking to go forward now. Pass is just off target. So what can they make of this? Roberto Carlos. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Messi.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Beckham, and the shot! What a wonderful goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So, a breakthrough already. Tonali. Here's Roberto Carlos. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Owen. Rodri. Nakata. Goes in for the header! Goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
What a great header, got plenty on that.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can...
Great chance! And he hits the net! And they're back in front! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Plymouth go into the lead. And it's Ronaldinho. Owen. Messi. Batistuta. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Hernandez. And he's taking no chances there. Has a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Bellingham clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Now it's Roberto Carlos. And that has been cut short. Hernandez. And it's Ronaldinho. Now it's Batistuta. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. That's a sharp pass. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And he was alert to it. 30 minutes gone. Now it's Batistuta. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, what a mistake! Tonali. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Showing great feet there. Nakata. Nicely weighted ball. Messi gets into some space. He's picked his way through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Pinches it off him. And here's Batistuta. And he's there to belt it away. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Beckham. Bellingham.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Roberto Carlos. Rodri. Messi. Van Bauten does really well there. He is strong. And that is expertly dealt with. Danger averted for now. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Some really good ball movement. There's the hit! It's in! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. And
that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, it has been a pretty crazy game so far. A game played out in extraordinary fashion, and the scoreline underlines that. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2.
Signore e signori, vi invitiamo caldamente a contribuire all'iniziativa Un Gol per la Vita, presentandovi agli stand appositi.
So we're into the second 45. No changes at the interval from either side. He's got away. Tonali. Oh, there's a probing ball.
well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Nice physical challenge. Batistuta has given away a free kick. Van Bauten. And it's Owen. Batistuta. And the ball is out of play. Ronaldinho gets flagged offside. Beckham. Bellingham. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Chance with a header! Decent enough try. And he cuts out the supply. Now that's well seen too. Roberto Carlos. Plymouth appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Lobbed in behind. And here's Batistuta. And he's straight offside. And he welcomes it in. Olise attempts a clearance. It's Alonso! And for a moment, time stood still.
Certainly made himself a big nuisance in applying the pressure to force the error.
Roberto Carlos. There's the shot! Goal, Italy! And the comeback is complete.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 24.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Attenzione, un cambio.
So we have a breakthrough. Now, how will things develop from here?
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit. Well, it's good.
Big chance! He's got a goal! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up. Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus, and then bang, you're pegged back again.
Musiala. Now it's Haaland.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, well played, well played. Maldini promptly onto that, and that is that. Italy do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Musiala plays a sharp little ball here. Thuram. Ronaldinho. Xavi Alonso. And it's Roberto Carlos. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Messi. Quality ball. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Now it's Owen.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Owen, numero 5, Xavi Alonso. Lasciano il campo per il numero 4, il numero 11.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Now it's Messi. Guti. That is a brilliant interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Italy clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Well read, nice interception. Darwin. Well read, and the danger is averted. And he's quick to get it clear again. That'll be a throw-in. Out again for a throw-in. And the pass is intercepted.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
Cleared away.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's Nedved. And it's Roberto Carlos. And here's Nunez.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And the finish! All hands on deck for this one. He's got the shot away! Oh no, it's an own goal!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
So what? And that's it. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match... Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. Things have got underway. Can he finish? Big moment! Massive goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
That was a given. It always was.
Well, the finish looked a guarantee once he was found all alone, and it's criminal defending.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. That's a nicely measured pass. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Kagawa.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And here's Messi. That's going to go a long way. And reclaimed it in a trice.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Oh, easy pickings there. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, look at the space here. And it's the goalkeepers to claim. Pinches it off him. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And it's Thuram. Oh, and he's through the middle. And it's Ronaldinho. And it's been given away. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Messi. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Batistuta is on. Big chance! Sticks it away! Paris Saint-Germain are back on level terms.
Well, his movement is all based on fine margins, and the timing of his run then was ideal.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Roberto Carlos looking to get on the end of this. Messi, he's through here. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. And it's Batistuta. Roberto Carlos cuts it out. Foot in. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Kagawa. Chance here to counter. Denilson. Denilson showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. That's been cut out, well played. Haaland. Batistuta. For Kagawa. Kagawa going face-to-face with his great rival. Bastoni. Owen.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Conte. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's beaten the last man. Hits one! Goal, Italy! And they get themselves in front!
Paris Saint-Germain really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Ronaldinho going full steam down the flank. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Kagawa. Oh, this looks sharp. Batistuta.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Goalkeeper's ball. And it's Messi. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it has been a very watchable football match that has already provided 3 goals, both teams contributing plenty to it. And in terms of scoreline, it is close to being perfectly balanced. The game living up to billing, and plenty of thrills to keep the crowd warm. We'll be resuming in a quarter of an hour from now with the scoreline 2-1. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two. It certainly would be in keeping.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. Here we go again then. Well-timed, excellent interception. And he cuts out the supply. Thuram.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's got away. Now it's Ronaldinho. Paris Saint-Germain needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Stood up well to him there. Van Bouten did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Kagawa. Batistuta. Haaland. Passing is crisp and sharp. He could be in here. Oh, shooting chance! Batistuta. Kagawa. It's Kagawa! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, I think the opposition was pretty sloppy in creating a problem for themselves then, but he was onto it so quickly and very nearly made them pay.
Kagawa. Conte. Oh, nicely intercepted. That's a nicely measured pass. Batistuta unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, well played, well played. Can he get away here? Danielson. Good spot, he's seen the run.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Oh, that's an excellent interception. Kagawa. And the counter-attack could be on for Paris Saint-Germain. Batistuta. And here's Haaland. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Ball's gone out of play. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Oh, he's got a side of... Tries a shot! It's in! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 22, Ronaldinho. Numero 3.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
Numero 25.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Now it's Messi. Oh, that's fabulous.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rui Costa. Italy perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. But he's cut it out. Conte. Batistuta might just make this. And they're quick to get it back. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Oh, well played. Again they hit the front.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Oh, this is fully deserved for me because they've shown great heart and spirit. It's there to win from here, or dare I say, throw it away now. Italy clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Neymar. Oh, that's a key interception. Batistuta being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful.
Chance with a header! Denilson.
This is the time you need that pace.
And that's been won straight back. Well, that's beautifully weighted. That is good alertness. David Villa. Denilson. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 24.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Numero 21. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
And that should get the job done. Thuram spots it and intercepts. Maldini gets rid without sophistication.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Roberto Carlos promptly onto that, and that is that. David Villa. Nedved providing an outlet on that flank. He steps in, and that's the end of that. That's that, the end. Italy pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. Well, it is a game which, in the grand scheme of things, may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Brilliantly cut out.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Oh, that's well spotted. Robertson is offering some sort of an apology there.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
He could be in here. Now it's Owen, and he's certainly... Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Italy have themselves a chance from the spot to get them off and running. That is some save from the head. Oh, it's fallen loose again.
Italy have created a real intensity from the start, and there's no sign of any let-up.
Nicely weighted ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, here's a chance! He has hit that forcefully.
Well, it was a confident attempt, and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated that power.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Pedri is wide and looking to get onto this.
They've got to be quick moving this forward. Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Now there's a fine ball. Ribéry will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Torres! Decent enough try.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Lisandro Martinez is there, and he can pick it up. So still waiting for the first breakthrough here, but it has been a pretty open start.
Yeah, the tempo is strong, and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
Xabi Alonso. Now it's Owen. Now it's Batistuta. Great ball if he can get there.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. The leadership has to be top of the pile.
Yeah, he's not just a destroyer, is he? He is the enforcer.
True, there's so much more to his game. Quite comfortable in driving the team forward, and he can make those marauding runs from box to box.
Oh, that's an excellent interception. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he is going into that little black book. And here's Torres. Xabi Alonso promptly onto that, and that is that. Martinez. Ruben Dias. Vieira. Madrid finding their passes. Half an hour played now. Oh, has a goal! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. And it's hoisted clear.
Mbappe really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
Just eases him off the ball. Oh, it's come loose. Vieira. Tonali calmly anticipates. No, it's not getting there. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Thuram does really well to win the ball there. Robertson cuts out the pass. And it's Ronaldinho. Thuram. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Pedri. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He has found the way through. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's half-time here. And as if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think the story of the first half is dominated by the spot kick miss. It should have broken the deadlock, but here we are, and I think there's still plenty to play for.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0.
Signore e signori, vi ricordiamo che non è consentito parcheggiare intorno allo stadio. Grazie della collaborazione.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Spread out to the left. Now it's Torres. Now it's Torres. Bastoni wins the duel this time.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Now that's well seen too. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Tonali. Xavi Alonso. Alexander-Arnold.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility. Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality. Look, it's a run defence's dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
That has been cut short. Pedri. It's a mighty effort! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 71.898 spettatori.
And that has left him in a heap. And it's Ronaldinho. He won't be happy with that one. Thuram. Well read, and the danger is averted. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And here's Batistuta. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Roberto Carlos. Aimed beyond the defence. And he's onside. Madrid can breathe again. Just.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Goes in for the header! It's there! And that could well be the winner!
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
A great delivery and a finish to match.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Numero 11. Attenzione alla sostituzione.
Italy making another change here. Madrid have penetrated for the first time.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
And that is expertly dealt with. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat. Their response to falling behind has been very strong. They just need a converter to step up now.
Oh, that's a key interception. Passing is crisp and sharp. Gets his pass away. Dink through.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Rafinha. Rafinha carries the ball down the right. Guti. Out to the left it goes. He is through here. Now it's Messi. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Filippo Inzaghi. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. David Villa. And here's Mbappe. Guti.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
He's had a hit! Rafinha. Oh, played right into his path. Rui Costa. Guti. Now it's Mbappe.
Quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
David Villa. David Villa! No, he's missed it. Time added on will be 2 minutes. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest.
Signore e signori, stiamo per annunciare i numeri.
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. The unmistakable Daniel van Bouten.
One of those players that's been there, done it, got the t-shirt.
And perhaps that's his greatest strength, Jim, his experience.
Certainly one of them, Peter, although for me his all-round game is what impressed most. He's a credible goal threat too, both inside the box and from range.
Yeah, he's got one mighty shot on him. I think it's true to say he once burst a ball while taking a free kick.
I can actually imagine that.
Gone behind for a goal kick. Van Dalton. Oh, super find. Nedved. Foot in. Gravenberg did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. De Paul going face to face with his great rival. Italy controlling the possession in this early phase. Oh, played right into his path. Oh, nicely intercepted.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, that's a nice ball. Mazraoui. Conte. And De Ketelaere. De Paul.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Tonali. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And it's Batistuta. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all.
Batistuta, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Engages and forces him off the ball. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Tonali.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Look at the space here, and the shot! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, what has happened here? Gravenberg. De Ketelaere. De Paul. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Batistuta. There he goes, motoring forward. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Opts for safety. No, that's been intercepted. Nedved is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. De Paul. Gravenberg. Gravenberg cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
That's a lovely, neat pass. And that's been one shot at goal! Goal, Italy! First blood drawn.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Gol per l'Italia. Ha segnato al 40° minuto numero 25. Owen.
Italy have penetrated for the first time.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
He's picked his way through. In with a header! Oh, surely that deserved better.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Italy leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. Maldini. Tonali. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. He's through here. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. Mazraoui. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Italy head into the dressing room pleased with the thought that they have that all-important lead. Analysis to come during the break. So off we go once more.
Italy definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the...
Can he finish? And it's in! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
And now he has 2. Italy are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Xavi Alonso. And it's Nedved. And it's Batistuta. Roberto Carlos. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, delightful ball. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Oh, that's well spotted. Mazraoui. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Gravenberg. Ball played for Conte. Tonali. Gently done. Batistuta.
Italy are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Owen showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Mazraoui. Gravenberg. And it's Conte. He was under real pressure there. Rudiger kept his eye on it, and he's there. Conte. De Paul. Now Van de Ven just eases him off the ball. Maldini with a definite foul there.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 5. Xabi Alonso. Lascia il campo per il
Italy
numero
perhaps wondering
11.
what the best time is for their next substitution. That is good strength. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Batistuta. Oh, that's fabulous. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Roberto Carlos. And it's Nedved. And that's been intercepted. De Paul. And it's Maldini. Van der Ven kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Rui Costa. Owen. Oh, well played. Gravenberg. Mazraoui. That's a good run he's making there. Now Van der Ven. De Paul. Conte. Nicely aimed pass. And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Rui Costa. Roberto Carlos picks it up out wide. And that should get the job done. Roberto Carlos. Bastoni, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. Floated through. In with the challenge. Italy are looking to break at pace. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 25.
Italy with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Lasciano il campo
Not
per
a lot we need to
il
say
numero
about
9.
that.
Villa, il numero 7.
And now a sudden chance to counter. There will be a throw-in.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 24. Numero 4. Lasciano il campo per il numero 21.
Conte.
Il numero 15.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Rui Costa in acres of space out wide. He's got the shot away! They are rampant! And they are cruising away.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Per l'Italia. Ha segnato
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. The pressing's intense and it's paid off.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Italy clearly now in lead preservation mode. Gravenberg. Conte. Mazraoui. And once more he proves rigid and robust. And that will be it. Italy pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right...